Oh my god, my sound wasn't working this whole time. Is it working now? Oh my goodness. Have I fully been sitting here talking to myself again? Oh my god, thank you, JR, for letting me know. So this whole time I've been talking to myself. Brilliant. Love it. Well, let me do that all over again. I am showing you how I prepped the nails. All I did so far was take the nails and the sizes I wanted. Well, technically these are done to Kayla nail size, and I'm showing you how I prep the nail with my file and my buffer. And we are going to be doing Bowser. We decided to do a gray set today for the background, only because like Bowser's castle and stuff. So we kind of thought maybe we'll go gray. We'll see. And what I was saying before this, as I was buffing the first, I don't know, 3 nails, was I wonder, J Rob, if you're having the same kind of crazy weather that we've been having. All day today, we've been having thunder and lightning, and I'm hoping to God I do not lose power on this stream. So if I disappear today, not because I don't like you guys, because Mother Nature just wants to be a pain in my butt. This one keeps coming off already. We've been having crazy thunder and lightning, and I got soaked on the way to school today. It was a great way to start the day. Yeah, I'm thinking this year is going to definitely be a bumpy year for weather too. Like, to be honest, we didn't really get much of a winter this year like we normally get. Been kind of on the milder side, but kind of scares me to what we might be in for the summer. Yeah, I think gray is what we decided to go with. Well, I could have went with another shade of blue, but eh, kind of feeling that Bowser Castle kind of vibes, and the castle from like Super Mario Bros. 3. I looked at the characters and it didn't seem to really have any gray, so we should be okay. Fingers crossed. I don't know. I have high expectations for this round since, the very first round one I ever did ended up being half decent, which we've actually added to our little display board. So it's now on the display board with everything else. I think it looks cute, and I think it'll look nice having another little set off to the side there. Wind, hail, and yeah. Do you guys even have like, I don't know if where you are have a lot of tornadoes, but do you guys even have like tornado coverage and stuff? We don't normally see tornadoes, but I have a funny feeling. I don't want to jinx it, so like knock on wood, but I have a feeling we might start seeing some crazy weather this year. Not that I want to see it, but I have I have house insurance on my inside stuff because I rent. So the house is not really my, if it gets damaged, there's not much I can do about it personally. Just tell my landlord and see what he does. But I don't want anything to be damaged because, if I have to go find somewhere else to live, that's not going to be good either. Oh, you get tornadoes and hurricanes? Ugh. Yeah, see, the most we get is like snow. I think most winds we get is like maybe 109 was the most we ever got kilometers of wind an hour. Mind you, don't ask me what that is, miles per hour or whatever. I only know kilometers. Oh, no way. See, the one thing I hate the most about insurance policies is the fact that you pay so much into them, but then when you really need it the most, it seems like it's like, oh, that was a natural disaster, a once in a lifetime occurrence, so there's nothing we can do for you. And it's like, but I've been paying X amount of dollars all these years, never used it, and now when I need it, I can't. Like, if I just if I didn't pay the insurance to you guys and just pretended to pay the insurance into my own like separate bank account, when shit hit the fan, I'd have the money to fix it. Oh, look at you, J Rob. You and your smartness. You already know. You already know the conversions. Yeah, I'm not good with conversions. So, what I do after we buff, file, and swipe away anything that's been there, I go in with Bonder just to make sure that my polish is going to stick to my nails. And I don't have YN Bonder. I'm just using the Bonder that I can get from Amazon, which happens to be IBD. And I just put this on. Hey, this bottle must be getting low. First time I haven't had much to put on. Oh, this one has to go in the light for a minute after, just to make sure it cures a bit. Then it gives me that nice tacky surface to do my base coat on. You looked it up. That's what I do on everyone else's streams. I'm like, I always look it up. When I'm streaming myself, it's like I already have so many tabs open that I'm like, too lazy to do it. Let's just be honest. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to do it. That was like this morning. I was like, oh, okay, the rain, it's only misting. I'll walk my son to school, no problem. Get on the street towards the school, and all of a sudden it monsoons on us. And I was like, great, just great. And then as soon as my son gets inside the portable, oh, magically it stops. I was like, you could have just waited. I'd rather you monsoon me than my kid. Because he's got to be at school all day in wet clothes now. Surprisingly, he didn't get as wet as I did. I don't know what happened. We were walking side by side, so how he didn't get as wet as I did, I guess I'll never know. That's why my house is quiet, because he's like, can I go to a friend's house? I was like, sure, no problem. Just be home for supper. I actually like the gray I picked out too. It's nice. I don't know if I really say it's a light gray, a dark gray, gray that there's a gray that I liked that I actually have here. How that go? That nail after. I already have Bonder on. You're gonna get storms all weekend. It's supposed to be windy, rainy, always get thunder, long lightning, humidity down here. So actually, cut with a knife. Oh my goodness! Last night I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning. This like for some reason we've been lucky. Like I like thunderstorms as long as they don't cause damage. They're pretty, but normally it's just north of us or south of us. Like for some reason, the little subdivision we live in, that little pocket seems to not get much. But then last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, I got woken up by a big bang, and I was like, "Oh, we're actually getting thunder and lightning." Not necessarily the time I wanted it. So this is the gray we're going to be using. I think it's a nice shade of gray. It'll be nice. think we'll end up with 2 coats, so it goes through seamlessly, which I hate when that happens. A little fluff there. But no, we like I think last year we actually had a lot of thunder and lightning, but it just like I said, the subdivision we live in, for some reason, it just doesn't stay by us. So like I go to the grocery store, I have thunder and lightning. I come to my house and it's like, oh, it's just rain. But we'll see. I'm beginning to think this summer is going to be a hot one, so we're all going to be pumping our ACs like crazy, unless people in the states that live in most warmer climates. You, my 40 degrees, blistering hot, killing me. It's probably a lot more tolerable for you guys. Me, it's like turn on the AC, don't want to leave the house. I think we're gonna do coats of gray. Yeah, I know my old one is the same way, J Rob, so I totally get you. Because our oldest is afraid of thunder and lightning. And like I can take the kids out to go see fireworks, but my husband has to stay home because he's thunder, lightning, fireworks. He will go absolutely ham in the house, run around, knock things over. Like pretty much a nightmare. I was expecting like there's a few times where he's because we sleep with our bedroom door closed and the younger one's in the crate in our room with us so the two don't create havoc at night. And I know for a fact when there's big thunderstorms, the older dog will bust down our bedroom door, and come right in and try to jump in bed with us. That's when I know. Like sometimes we don't even hear it. We don't hear the storm, nothing like that. He comes in our room 20 minutes later, big bang, and we're like, oh, well, that's why he came in. Usually, if there's a storm, he's under our feet. Under our feet, up our chin. Like, you can't even sit on the couch. He, like, burrows into you, and, like, every time he hears a sound, he's got to move positions. Okay, I get it. You're scared. But at the same time, mommy needs a little break. I need to be able to breathe. And then our youngest one, the thunder, doesn't bother her. Fireworks don't bother her. Nothing bothers her, I think. Oh well, I know one thing that's bothering her today. Because the older one is so afraid of going outside, he won't even go pee. And all she wants to do is go out and play. He's trying to drag him out by his collar. He's just not having it. He's like, nope, not today. Not today. It was kind of inspired by your Krusty the Krab nails that you did. I kind of like the gray that you had, but this is the only gray I have. So, are you planning on doing another set of character nails, or are you going to try to do Mr. Krabs again? It sucks that they got ruined. All that hard work you put into them. They were so great. I really wanted to see them finished. To me, they were already finished, but all those added touches you were talking about doing, I was kind of looking forward to it. Not gonna lie. I have to file that one down because there's some flyaways on that one. Meh, we'll work with it. That's a pinky. We ain't gonna be there today. Oh, you think it was the polish or the lamp? Well, as you saw with mine, I buff them, then I put uh bonder on them. And funny thing is, until I do the next one, they're never top coated or nothing, so they literally just sit inside my lamp off, just because I'm afraid to get dust in the sticky layer. But I know that the products you're using, the Young Nails, don't have that sticky layer. I don't necessarily know if it's like not having the sticky layer, but I heard their tip on using the base coat. Maybe you should try that. Oh, the base color wasn't YN? Yeah, see, mine isn't YN. Mine today's base color is Laguna Moon, but I'll be using Macho, or however you pronounce it, and Silverland and Mellones, or have Melodolones, or however you pronounce that. I always use different brands, so these brands so far have been working together. I do have one more, which I don't necessarily like this brand, but this brand at all. But this color, I do still have some of it, and I do like it. So I might even be mixing it, to be honest. Another color. Oh, my base coat. Oh, the base coat is this one, Laguna Moon. Besides that, I put on before filing. Well, after filing, sorry, I put on Bonder. But this Bonder you have to put in the light for a minute after you put it on. It gives it that sticky tack layer. I find it works better for press-ons, personally. But mind you, I haven't tried the YN Bonder on it. But I just like that having that sticky thing besides the buffing to kind of like make it stick to it. Sometimes, if I'm not going to use that, I will use just a base coat nail polish and then put my colored gel polish on. But I find I like the Bonder better. So I'll put the Bonder on first and then go into a color. I won't even use base coat, a colored gel polish on top of a Bonder. I just personally feel like that's what works best for me. But I'm always experimenting, trying new things out, seeing what works best, because they always say money's in the quality. I haven't seen that brand before. But mind you, I can only get Canadian brands off of Amazon. Well, not to lie, they're American brands, but there's only certain American brands that uh, allow us to buy. Like you guys have so many more options. I feel on the U.S. Amazon than we do on the Canadian Amazon. But maybe yeah, just maybe try the different background color. Maybe that might help. Or try a base coat or a bonder on the nail after you file it. That's the thing. I thought my lamp was giving out too because my hard gel wasn't curing on my nails properly. But it seems that somehow they decided to remake the solution or something. Because I bought a new lamp, tested both out, and they both cured the same amount. So I was like, okay, well, I guess it's not the light. But that's what I do sometimes. I'll get when I get a new light, I'll test it with the old light and see if they come out to be the same. Yeah, this is the cheap one that we have, and it literally is cheap. But I didn't want to throw it out because I like to mix it with other colors since it's a little lighter. But it doesn't cure nicely. Kind of like leaves smudgy lookingness, as I like to call it. That's not a brand. So I've not bought any more of that brand. I've got, but that was like the very first starter kit I bought. I was like, oh, it comes with the light. It comes with everything, so I'll buy it. Then I was doing our nails, and I'm like, why is it I can peel off my nails like within 24 hours? Ridiculous. Luna Moon, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like the Silverland, the Luna Moon I have, and the Melanones, I can get them off of Amazon, so like it's good for me. But I can't complain about their quality. Their color is nice, deep. Like sometimes you don't even need two coats for certain things. But I find sometimes too, I get if I put the coat on too heavy and don't take off some of it, then I'll get crackling too in my cure. So it's all about playing and learning what works. I had a first couple of press on nails I did. I lost the whole entire coat. Like I put it in and then I'd go to draw a picture and the whole thing would fall off in one smooth piece. Which actually had to happen on stream here too. I think it was the blue one I was doing. I think actually maybe it had been the Mario set. I don't think I remember to put Bonder or something on it. I had to go and redo those couple. And they worked out to be fine. I'm not a gray nail polish person, but for some reason, this one I really like gray. Almost makes you want to do like elephant nails. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I always try to go cheap so I can get maybe more colors or something, but sometimes it really does hurt to go cheap. Whereas if you just spent the money in the first place, you wouldn't have spent buying two different brands. Yeah, that's the one brand so far I stay away from, even though I have a couple bottles left and I'm just using them up for like, uh, I guess you'd say character art colors. Like, I'm not wasting my money on that brand again. That's the thing, you learned what brands work for you and what brands don't, and well, that one brand doesn't work for me. Okay, so we have our base gray Bowser's Castle. So I think we're done with that. And I guess we can move these out of the way because we're only going to be using one nail today to attempt to make Bowser. And now we'll do our setup that we always do. But this one, yeah, it ends up being very like, if you don't mix it up before you use it, it ends up being all gross. And then there's some that, like, after a month, I've even had to throw out because it was too gross. Like, it lost all its color. And color would be in like blotches and some like clear jelly, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. It was just weird. I didn't like it. So I was like, nope. Every time I saw that brand nail polish, I was like, skip, go to a different one. I love that these bottles are 15 milliliters, nice and big, but I can get a lot of use out of them. That's one of my favorite ones. This brand's been really nice with their colors. I don't mind it. Like good products. So like try something off of Amazon. Try to buy it when it's on sale so that way I don't waste too much money. Some of these brands, even though they're on Amazon, it's like $50 for maybe 20, 30 nail polish colors. And then you pay all that and try them out, and they end up being junk. So you're like, eh. I'd rather just spend money where I know I'm not wasting. I'll put these pots over here because we'll be using those. That's like, and some of them, that's like this one. It showed a dark green, but when I got it and swatched it, it was like a translucent green, like a jelly color, which I don't mind because I wanted to try some of the jelly colors. It's like I was expecting that dark green for Christmas, and then I had to end up putting white underneath it to get the same look. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that one out too. Okay, for sure. Yeah, like I said, this is one brand I definitely stay away from. You see it, stay away from it. It is absolute trash. Waste of money. And the funny thing is, I warned my sister about it being absolute trash. And then she comes and tells me she bought 50 bottles of it. I said, well, you're going to be disappointed because it's trash. She gets it, starts doing some press on nails, and it's like, oh, this is trash. I was like, well, I was telling you it was trash in the beginning. Why didn't you listen to me? That's like I said, I'm going to steal Michaela's art tool. I'm going to be mixing it with another color to kind of make sure it has the green that I want. That looks. Then we have to take out my favorite art one. And now we're going to attempt Bowser. I don't know. Yet again, I think I bit off more than I can chew. Definitely got a lot of shapes in them. Why am I missing color? Black, red, white, green, brown. This one. Oh, because I think. Oh, yeah, because I was going to go with this. That's right. Brain fart. For the stream, I like to take out all the colors. So I have them all, but sometimes then I forget what I'm doing. Okay. Tempting this guy. Turn out the way we want. Even if he turns out Lizzie McGuire, it'll be worth it. Just the fun in creating him. I think it's just. But I think this set will definitely complement the other one. I guess good versus evil kind of deal. I don't know. But some of the ones that they consider being evil, I'm like, are they really that evil? I guess it's because they really didn't make evil characters like they do now. Back in the day, they made A little more nicer, I think, even the bad guys. Funny thing, I was just telling myself, I should have cured this before I tried to do all this shit. Eh, those things that you know. I wonder later, should I have done that? You've got a pretty decent shape going here. I wanted to stream a couple of times this week, but Sunday night I started feeling not well. Monday, still not feeling well. Tuesday, still feeling a little out of it. And then I said to myself, nope, today I'm going to stream because I don't want to start that pattern of not feeling well. We know where that leads. Okay, I think we'll cure that one and go from there. Oh wow, sliding off the whole entire nail. That is crazy. I'm not gonna say, I can't say it hasn't happened to me. It has happened. Quickly check the Discord. Phone here. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that brand before. Either of those brands. Oh, no way. Did it even crack the nail? Or was that just all coming off the tip in general? Oh my goodness. That is horrible. That sucks that that happened. And but the funny thing is that picture almost looks like when you crack the crab arms open to eat them. See, that's the thing I was talking about, J Rob. Yeah, like once you stop, it's like, oh, so hard to get back to started. You're like, maybe later. Maybe later. It's like later never comes. Yeah, that's what I said about my hard gel. Like I was like, oh, there's no way it can be the lamp because it just couldn't. Doing my press on's fine, but for some reason it's not curing my hard gel. But then I decided to buy another lamp and test it out, and well, it came out to be that it wasn't the lamp. So, of course, there has to be something silly about that. Yeah, I just maybe don't use the summer layer or however you pronounce it. Don't use that brand. Just use a different one and see if that helps. Because obviously, if it's a different brand and it does the same thing, then maybe at that point I'd say maybe it's the light. But I still, it's one of those things that like, even for myself, it's you just have to test things out and see what kind of works. I have to come. Like I said, that's such a translucent color. And I think I'm gonna have to come up with this. The bites that I have to do this at the same time though. Some of my colors I just have no other choice. They're so translucent they get lost in a dark color. Yeah, I just maybe try a different brand. I know that you like the colors that you're using, but if you just try it in a different if you try it in a different brand and it works, then obviously it won't be the light. But I know it sucks. I'll have to like try and figure out what the problem is. Don't like sometimes the only way to get to the problem is to dissect things bit by bit. Mm. I'll tweak it if I have to. We'll go with it. Oh yes, some brand names are ridiculous. But then I can almost say the same thing about YN's glitter. Like, who comes up with these names? Even though YN's glitters are all more funny names. Like some brand names are like, really? Like at first, when my daughter told me about Hollow Taco, I was like, what? Why would you name glitter nail polish after food? Kind of got it because now I kind of like the colors that I see. Some of them are this little bit through this. Move on. Oh, that's true. It is abuse wise, but it's like I wouldn't have the brain power to come up with some of the names that they come up with. Wouldn't work. I'm not that good. I'd like to say I am, but I wouldn't come up with names that witty. Like mother in law's tongue, that one had me laughing. That one had me over the moon laughing. That would be a really cool idea. But at the same time, I'd be scared who won that, what they might say. But that would definitely be a good idea. Or even have it as like, like the Greg 1 million, a one-on-one if you have 1 million points or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I have to put white on to put this one on because it's so translucent. It's even though I mixed it with the darker green. But it's all good. I have to do a couple layers of this green to get the effect I want. I don't mind. Mind too much. Just as long as it does what I want it to do, but we all know how this works. Not every time things work the way you want them to. Okay, cure that. Oh yeah, the white line, the outline in white. Yeah, I thought about that too, but for some reason I always go back to the classic of black. I guess maybe that's because of their merrier characters and like the cartooniness of it. But I did like the white. I'm actually looking forward to actually seeing them in person. Must say that I think is going to be cool. Really like getting to look in detail at how he did it. He doesn't. I've never took one character and tried to do it through a whole 5 nails. Always been one nail, one character. Like I'm not good enough to do that, but I guess that'll be a challenge for myself after we knock off some of these sets. Maybe we'll see if I can make like a character scene across the nails. Like I enjoyed his white highlights too. Like that was cool. But I almost wanted the blood to kind of be red instead of thing. But I get it. His helmet's already red, so it's like too much red overload. But it was definitely interesting. I liked it. I hope he actually does do the Tracy Mandalorian set because I'd like to see another one. Him doing it and because he's got the drawing background, drawing and nails. That I think that would just help my drawing and my nails to watch him do it. I could pick up on a lot more from an, a guy that does paintings and drawings, trying a different medium. For this again. Ooh, that would be cool. I do like dragons. That is one of the ideas for a tattoo eventually. Doctor Who, dragons, skulls. Those are things I really, really enjoy. I would like to try and tempt like a Chinese dragon across the nails with like the ups and the downs of the dragon, but I don't think I'm there that yet. I need finer line details. Not saying I won't be there. I'm sure in a year's time I'll feel even more confident. I actually like the other set, the very first set of character nails I ever did, the first Mario set that we finished last week. Those have grown on me so much that like I think if there was a fire in the house, I'd have to grab the display board and run out with it, just so I don't leave them behind. I know, kind of sad, but that's just currently the way I feel about it. I think the biggest part of it is the fact that like I actually did it and I like it. That's the part that I'm like, oh, they're like my new babies. Oh, thank you, J Rob. I think I could have did better still, but that's how we always are about our artwork. But I do enjoy like the fact that I can sit there and be like, yeah, I did that. Kind of feels nice. Not gonna lie. But I really liked your Mr. Crab one. I'm really looking forward to seeing you complete a set. That's the thing. I haven't even marketed these ones out, mind you. I haven't even. I've only sold like a couple sets to family and friends so far. My regular ones, and those are obviously not as much work as these ones. But I was telling my husband, I was like, if I had to sell a set like this, I think most definitely it would have to be an easy like $200-300 because think about it. They've spent like 3 hours in a character. Not like I can just be like, okay, I'll just let it go. Like I kind of can't because of the amount of work put into it. But then you think about it, I'm like, yes, it took me hours to make them. Technically days to make the set. But would anyone in their right mind really be? Well, I shouldn't say right mind because obviously if they like them enough, they would. But like realistically, like who would be buying these? You'd have to be a big time fan. Aw, thank you. It is. That's the thing. It's like, cause I like nails. I like anime. I like certain things, but I could even question myself. Like, would I spend that much on a set of nails? Probably press. Like I was telling my husband, press-ons. Probably, I would probably be more willing to spend that money on because I could take the glue off the back of them and reuse them. But like these ones, when I shave these ones off my nails, they're gone forever. Like all that hard work is like just done. So it's like, would I really be okay with that? What? Someone actually paid that much? And was it press-ons or was it like just nails that you put on and walked out the door and was gone? $1,000 on nails. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't have kids, I'd feel more like, okay. I think part of me is like, could I spend that much on just myself? I know my husband's like, well, you deserve it, you should have it, but like, doesn't. I don't know if I could justify that. In my head, I always have to justify what I do. So, did I justify that? I don't know. Those things that you just don't. I think we somewhat have a shaping of his face. Okay, press-ons. I could at least see because then you can marry them more than once. So at least they were press-ons, right? Even my wedding, I think. Well, I got my wedding done for pretty cheap, I must say. We had the reception in our house apartment. We paid for our marriage license. My parents bought my dress. His best friend bought his tux, and we paid for the church. So all in all, I think maybe the most we spent was $500 on our wedding because the food at the reception at my apartment, my grandmother made all the cold plate dinners, which is like a mashed potato Newfoundland traditional dinner, and she made my wedding cake, so I didn't even have to pay for my wedding cake. So because they all pitched in, I ended up getting things a lot cheaper than I would have. That's another thing. Yes, I would be terrified to lose them, especially after paying that much money. But usually, if that artist has made them, like I do this with my press on business if need be, is if someone lost one or one broke, they could just pay for to have that one replaced because obviously I take pictures of everything I do. So as long as I remember how I did it and what colors I used, I would be able to replace that one. Obviously for a fee, but it wouldn't be so bad. But yeah, that's why a lot of women like too when they travel, they'll leave their real engagement rings at home and bring out the uh, fake one or a cheapy one to hotels and resorts and stuff because they're afraid they're gonna lose it out there. Yeah, that, I cannot believe someone actually paid $1,000 for a set of Titanic nails. Now I have to go on IG and try to find this post or whatever, see if I can find it somewhere. Because that to me is just crazy. Like, I wow. Here I am going. Who would pay like $200 or $300 for this set of Mario ones for crying out loud? Someone paid $1,000. That's to me is like beyond crazy. You know, let's spread out a little too much blood. I'm sure the Titanic nails though were really like really good. Look up long hair, pretty nails. Okay, I most definitely will. I can guarantee you I will. Now I gotta see them. One of those things that like when you hear something, you're like, no way. Now I gotta see. Now I gotta see. Because even sometimes I question pricing. I pick for a set of nails. I'm like, but they did take me 8 hours to do this set. And I'm like, but would someone really pay that much for it? Like, realistically, would I pay that much? When the answer is no for myself, I'm like, yeah, can't ask people for that if I won't pay it myself. But there are some pretty crazy art ones out there. Like the girl that does all the character work. I looked at her Finding Nemo set, but that she was using that 3D sculpting um gels. And I was like, now I want to get those. Like, you guys just keep putting me in a rabbit hole of things I want to buy. Right? If you can afford it, all the power to you. Exactly. You can afford it. Knock your socks off. If that's where you spend your money, go right ahead. It's like many people pay to get their hair done. Many people pay to get their nails done. There's many things that people pay money for, so you like it, why not? Well, look at me. Started this journey in August, and I own more nail polish now than I ever did growing up as a tomboy. I look at all this nail polish and I'm like, if you would have told me when I was, 13, 14, full tomboy, that, oh yeah, one day you're going to own a buttload of nail polish, I would have told you, yeah, you're crazy. Like, I don't even wear makeup. So it's like, unless it's a wedding or something I have to put makeup on for pictures, I'm like, yeah, no, you're getting me all natural. Sorry. Not that I don't have makeup or I couldn't afford it. I'm not that talented with the whole contouring of the face and all that makeup that these people can do that's so crazy that looks good. Like, I find it very, very, very crazy that, there's a lot of men out there that can put makeup on a lot better than I could. And I tell myself, but you're a girl, you're supposed to. No, 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 no. Not that, like, little brown eyeshadow, lip gloss. That's good enough. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, and the same thing. Like, to each its own. Wear what you want, but like, I feel like I don't apply it properly. So like, just a little eyeshadow or a wedding. That's a little different. But I want to change that color. I think we're slowly getting him to come along. Oh, that's a little too much on that one. I've never, like I said, I was a tomboy, so I was never really into makeup. But if I went to weddings or something else, okay, I should probably put on a face. Just because we know sometimes you kind of have to wear makeup for the camera. I think that's a little better. Actually, I think it's mother like daughters because she last time she wore makeup was for her school play back in, I think it was November or December. But other than that, nope, she doesn't wear makeup only unless it's a wedding. And like, I literally gave her access to all my makeup. She has access to it whenever she wants. She's just never really been into it. What, the book says that? No way. No, I don't even want to believe that. A book is saying that nail techs should wear makeup daily. Do they care about my skin health and clogging up my pores and the wrinkles I'm gonna get? Like, book, no, you cannot tell me that. Like, is this the warped things we're trying to tell women? You must do this? No, if you want to, go ahead. It was even on the test. Oh my god, no, no. I would have been like, can I get the author of this book because I'm gonna like smack them with the book right now. How dare you tell women they must wear makeup with their nail tech? A, do I want to accidentally like have something running down my face and rub my eyes and then get it in the gel polish of the client? Like, I don't know. Is that like you should only wear it if you want to wear it? And just like I tell Caleb as she was growing up, it was like she's like, oh, when she first started getting interested in makeup, oh well, so and so wears makeup or this, and I say so doesn't matter. Point is, you don't need makeup. Makeup doesn't make you beautiful. But if you want to wear it, there's nothing against it. Did that again. I can't believe the book said that. Well, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not gonna make it in the nail tech world because I don't wear makeup. Like that's even like they say, oh, nail techs should wear your work, which I totally get. Like you should wear your work because how else are people gonna know what you're good at? You're a walking advertisement, but at the same time, it's like, a sometimes you don't have time to do yours. No, I don't think it makes people look better. To be honest, I'm not against anybody that wears makeup. Go ahead, but if you feel that you have to wear makeup to make yourself feel good, you're just masking the underlying problem. You should just feel good no matter what. We're all different. We all have different moles, bumps, freckles, glasses. Everybody's different. We wouldn't want to look at the same thing all the time. Oh, that's J-Rob. That's putting that high up there. My goodness, you're already putting him up there. Is that high? Oh. And I'm sitting here going, he looks kind of messed up to me. And you're putting up there on the high list? Whoa. You just made the expectations even harder. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's the thing. I didn't like half those characters when I was doing them, but now that I look back on them, I'm just more shocked that I did it. Person that doesn't really draw did it. So maybe I'll like Bowser too. Oh, thank you. Well, I guess I have to give the credit to my kids. When they were younger, they would always like, "Mommy, let's do drawing contest." And that way, I could always be the bad one. And I could be like, "Oh no, the two of you win. I'm bad." I'd join in with them because I didn't want to make one feel worse than the other because they were really young back then. But I guess it's all their drawing contests that made my drawing help work out a little better. I guess we'd say. I guess the credit goes to them. But I'm not gonna lie. After doing like this Mario set, I am kind of interested to see what I can come up with for Halloween because I love Halloween. And now that I'm like building characters and stuff, I'm like, I wonder what, like, if I can do Halloween Town or like, one of my favorite Halloween movies. It's one of those like, wonder what I can try next. But I guess we'll see where the year takes us. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it on my Instagram, but Jack the Skeleton was the very first one I did. Nightmare Before Christmas set was the very first hand painted nail art I did. And I did that back in November, I think. And actually, I like that set too. Mind you, that whole set took me 2 days, but I absolutely loved every bit of it. If I remember, I'll post it on the nail under the lookbook. But it was one of my. It was the first time I did it, and like I erased. I think I erased it 1,000 times, and to the point that my husband came over and said, "Excuse me, you erased that one more time. I'm gonna be mad." Just said it. Like, okay, you're the boss. You're telling me to set it. It must not look as bad as I think it does. He usually knows me better than I know myself sometimes. Oh, you're looking it up right now. Yeah, like I tried to do as much as Sally's dress as I possibly could. I had fun with it, but I erased that thing 1,000 times over. I thought maybe I was losing my marbles. I was like, I'm gonna quit. I can't do this. My husband was telling me, no, it looks good. Just leave it. Someone will like it. I was like, eh. And then when I finally started posting pictures, I was like, it was one of the first ones I posted because I was actually proud of it. To me, it was weird. It's like, wow, you actually like something you did. I find it's just the fun of creating something everybody else can create, I guess, where it's kind of fun. Yes, other people can create it, and there's many people out there that can do a better job. Just the fact that, hey, I can do it too, kind of feeling. Okay, we'll cure that. His teeth are looking a little wonky, but we're gonna go with it. You didn't see all these. Well, that was my first ones after first starting doing press ons. Halloween was the first ones I did. Oh, the Beetlejuice one? Yeah. At first, my husband was like, oh, your lines aren't straight in Beetlejuice. I'm like, but really isn't straight. So we looked it up and he's like, okay, maybe you're more right and I'm more wrong. I was like, hee hee, okay, I win one. But I did enjoy doing the Beetlejuice ones. Those were fun. Aw, thanks. Yeah, I enjoyed those ones. That's why like it was funny because like I just started doing like nails in August. Then I decided I was trying to do mine and Kayla's nails. Then I was like, but I really am like I don't really have the space and I really don't want to like try to go out and get into a shop, with somebody. I was like, I think I'm gonna go the press on route because I'm really liking the nail art. So I was like, okay, I think we'll try out press ons and then we'll do the if worst case scenario. If nothing works out, then we'll go into doing, gel and acrylic nails on people. But it's just I like the challenge of doing all the artsy stuff. But I was like, I think I want to try press ons first, and then we'll see where that takes us. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, the Easter chicken. I think I still have him out beside me. Yeah, the bunnies and the Easter chicken. I still have them. I packaged them up. The original goal was to practice some flower work for spring, which then I was like, oh, but I need a bunny. So then I made the bunny, and then I'm like, oh, but now I want the chicken. Yeah, I didn't post those on my online store yet. I meant to do that, and now Easter's pretty much right here, so I'll still post them for next year, I guess, but didn't get around to posting them on the store. Oops. Aw, thank you for liking them. Well, if you approve of the chickens, then the chickens must look good. Since we know you like chickens. Which, how many baby chickens did you end up with at the end? Sure, you still have quite a bit of them. Did you get all of them to hatch, or some were duds? I know that's the one of the hard things with chickens. Funny. You start doing something and you're like, nope, nope. Ooh, 40 babies? Nice. So are they all for like eggs, or do you guys like sell them to people that want chickens too? I know like some places around us, even though we're not allowed chickens in our backyard, but like there's a lot of people places that during the East, because we're not allowed, like I said, we're not allowed to have chickens. Certain people in the subdivision can have them, other people can't. I don't know, it's the rules or whatever. But it's one of the places that hatches chickens here. You can pay, I think it's $150 to $250 to give you the incubator and like 8 eggs, and they use it for a lot of daycare programs. And you hatch the eggs and grow them up, but then when it's time, you give it back to them. All of the above. See, that's how I would be too. I would have to do all of the above. Couldn't just do. Because I grew up in that hunter gatherer kind of life, I guess you'd say. Where we get our moose license and like have moose for the year. You know, if you were lucky enough to get your license, you share it with your whole family, one moose. And whoever got it the next year would share it with their whole family. So kind of one of those live off the land. Shape. I keep tweaking this, and I'm like, nope, yep, nope, yep. Okay. I know there's a few chicken farmers up our way that just before I think it's Christmas, they send some off to, I guess it's like a slaughterhouse or wherever it is, but it's like their chickens and they go there, and then like like you pre-order them so that way they send as many chickens as they want that are raised, well, depending on if they have that many, and they send them there, and then you go to their house later to go pick them up. And they're all like grass-fed, free range. I guess as close as you can get to the organic thing. And stores want to inject everything nowadays. Bowser might be growing on me, J Rob. You might be right. Bowser might just be growing on me. The funny thing is, I took out the black and the gray, but I'm not going to fit his little arm bracelets on. Oh, thank you. No, like, because at first I wasn't posting them. I was literally just posting them on Facebook and just like for family and friends that are on my Facebook. I made the page, but I invited family and friends, and like I left it public in case other people found them. But I was like, oh, I'll just do it on Facebook. No one's really gonna like my work, kind of thing. You know how we all say these things about ourselves. And then with Habib always saying, "Oh, post, just post your work," and I was like, "Oh." Even my husband, he was like, "Oh, well, this isn't a good picture. This is a good picture." I was like, "Yeah, but Habib keeps telling us just to post it regardless, so let's just post it and put it up there." I took Habib's advice and I tried something. Mind you, it was scary, and even some days still. Even though I think I'm trying to remember when I started the Instagram. I think it might have been just around Halloween time or just after Halloween time for Christmas time. But I even still like to this day when I go to post something on there, I'm always like, do I really want to post it? I keep telling myself, if you don't post it, a if you lose the thing, you'll never get to see what you did. You'll never see your improvements. So I was like, it's not necessarily for everybody else. Just post it for yourself. But then it led to, oh, I think I want to quit daycare and working at daycare and make press ons. So it's been a whole adventure I've been on since August. It's been a fun adventure, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a very fun adventure. But like I said, if you told me that I was like 13 or 17-year-old me, this was what I'd be doing, I would have said, yeah, no, I won't be doing that. But now look at me. I'm doing it. Oh, see, I use Facebook to, well, Facebook, I don't, most people use it, post. I don't use it for that. I still use that for video calls with family because a lot of people in Newfoundland, where I'm from, they have landlines still, and to call like 10-minute call could cost you like $30. So it's like, whoa. So to save them money and saves me money, we just video call each other. It's free. All you have to do is pay your internet bill every month. So for us, that just seemed like even now we do like group calling between the siblings. Me and my sisters and my brother will get on there and have a video call, talk, see how everyone's doing. Like I use it mostly to keep up with family, I guess you'd say. But I do end up getting sometimes more likes on Facebook sometimes than I do on Instagram. It's definitely weird. That's why I guess I get the Habib saying, try many things, you know, try many, all the social medias. Some people have looked at it, like some people have, like, I didn't even know were on my Facebook anymore. When I posted the Mario set, they were like, oh my goodness, that set's so cool. I like Mario. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even know you were still on my Facebook. Okay. Ah. So you were doing that TikTok thing too? I posted a few things on TikTok. I just started with it, but honestly, after making like two or three reels, I kind of gave up. on TikTok. I guess I should go redo a couple more. But I guess it's the making of a video that I'm just like, don't feel like doing that. Don't feel like doing that. I think it's all the video stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm going with it. I was just going to erase the nose, but I'm just going to go with it. You can't hear me, but Bowser. Oh, you probably have your volume off then. Well, I know J Rob was listening. We've been having a conversation. So if it's just you, then that's different. He is. I am actually. He's growing on me. He is. But the funny thing is, I wanted to try to fit more Bowser on this nail, and I didn't. Maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll be more better with my details, that I'll be able to get more on it. Oh, so you just started adding nails to it? Yeah, it's just, I think the TikTok part for me that scares me is the having to make this video and then have my nail pictures kind of like hit the right song or come in at the right. Oh, it just seems too complicated. It's like, let's be real. It just seems a little complicated. I'm just gonna fix that tooth there first. This is definitely interesting. Really, you're doing less school? Well, it's probably because you're in school. You really don't have time to do nails because you got school going on. You got your chickens. You got the backyard. So it's like you already have so much going on. Where would you squeeze in nails? Maybe before, because you weren't doing school, that was the time for nails, right? His little teethies. I know they are cute. I'm just trying to get them more triangular look, but I know if I keep playing with them, they're just gonna end up looking smushed. So I kind of have to like let it go a bit. Like, just let it go. Yeah. See, with again, the being nicer. Yeah. See, I'm waiting for this weather to get nicer. Like, that's the one thing. It's like in summer, it'll be great because like I'm like, oh, I could go outside, and if I want to, I could do a set of nails outside, while the kids are riding bike or something. But then I'm like, wait, can't really do that. The sun will cure the nail polish before you get to use it. Unless I put up some kind of canopy or something. It's like, it would be kind of nice to use natural sunlight instead of being under these lights all the time to build nail sets. And I also think that's a great marketing tool if I can pull it off this summer. Because obviously, if you're outside doing nails, someone's bound to come over and ask you, hey, what are you doing? So it's like, I think about it that way and I'm like, maybe that would work. But at the same time, it's like trying to figure out how do you do, how do you try and do that without having the products cure on you while you're outside. So it's all the never-ending battle. That's the thing. I was like, if I take the kids camping this summer, last year we took them camping, they enjoyed it. I'm like, if I go camping, can I bring my nail stuff and maybe spend a week camping doing my nails? I'm gonna cure that one eye before I make a mess of it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should do that. No, I'll cure that one eye first. We are in a. I'm in a small community area, like a small town. I moved from the city to a town. Oh, go let your dogs out. Maybe I'll come in with this one first before I do that eye. Come here. Okay. I think that's. Oh, I think that's good there. I remembered being the camera. Here, a little bit. Here, that. So it doesn't fall. I almost need a new paper towel. I got this one splitting apart on me. Oh, babe. Oh. Oh, man. That is true. Those are good ideas. That's the thing. Like the sun would cure it, even if I put like a canopy over it and put it in the thing. But it's like I was thinking, if I go camping with the kids, how nice would it be to use like nature to inspire to try to do some nature type ones? But who knows? But yes, my neighborhood is. We probably have like 500 houses in this subdivision that we live in. So very a lot of people, to be honest. In the summertime, everyone's out for walks. Like people walk past everyone's house all the time. True, the dust would stick, bugs would stick. Knowing the kids, they'd probably throw a stick at me and that would stick. So that is true. But it'd be nice if like I decided to go camping for a week. I'm sure maybe if I had a trailer, it'd be different. But I have a tent, so it's like use the tent, be all hot and sticky. That and the product would probably be really hot. It'd be nice that you could just go on vacation and still play with nails. I mean, that's what I feel is like I'm always playing. My job to sit here and play. Even though I know it's not playing, it's really hard work. Hello, look how long it's taking me to do a set of nails. Not that it's not hard. I just find it so fun that almost like playing. Let's cure that. Yeah, that is true. Rays would go through anything. You know, acrylic painting might be a thing. I'm be honest, besides that one that my daughter showed me I did, stuff like I've only painted on canvas maybe 5 times ever. And I always thought it was bad. Maybe if I can do this on nails, maybe I could. Who knows? Maybe that is something to try. Just, but most of the time when I go camping, anyways, all I want to do is sit around the fire. Oh, that is an amazing idea. So you try to be a tech on a nail ship, so that way you can kind of see the world a bit and travel for free. Well, I guess is it really free when you're kind of working for it? Mobile Health has a port. Oh, okay. That that to me sounds cool. Like that wouldn't if I didn't have kids. Hmm, that might have been an open, but not really because my husband's not a. I don't think he's a cruise ship type of person. I don't think you're a cruise ship type of person to be confined to a space. You try it once, yeah. See, I know it's just, but you haven't even gone on the boat to Newfoundland yet. But that one's still kind of big. You got bars and restaurants in it too. Not as big as a cruise ship, but it's like the gateway drug to cruise ships. You know, you lost me. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. Looks like my speakers are working. It better be working. No. Pretty sure I'm all plugged in. Kayla? Not like you're gonna hear me. Why? The mic says it's working. Better be working. I'll lose my marbles. Okay. Oh, I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't hit mute this time. What did I do? I just can't believe I lit again. My opening speech of "Hello, beautiful people" is heard by no one again, but myself. I've got to learn to check that button. Oh, I gotta learn how to fix this too. That one's coming off again. People, today is not the day to call. Call back next week. That was only the case. But no, cruise ships. I don't think my husband's never been on. I've never been on one, but like I've been to the boat to Newfoundland, and that's a 6 hour ferry ride. Not the same as a cruise ship, but like I tell him, that's the gateway. That's the gateway drug. You go on that, you'll want to go on a cruise ship. Or at least that's how it works for me. I've looked at a couple cruises, I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at a couple. But then I'm like, can't afford that right now. Yet I know many people my age that are doing 2 or 3 cruises a year, and I'm like, and they have kids that are even smaller than me, and I'm like, how are you doing this? I don't even feel like I can do this, and here you guys are knocking it out of the park. But it is on my bucket list of things to do. Maybe one day. Well, that's like somebody I know. They are um they're they're in the process right now of selling their house. And then once the house is sold, they're planning on they have a trailer, so like a trailer park kind of thing. But what they're planning on doing for the months that they don't have their trailer park, they're just gonna cruise. And I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I've done 0 cruises. It is on my list to do, but for a family of 4 to cruise, I think it's pretty expensive. Especially if I'm trying to go back to Newfoundland to visit family. It's like I can't do both, and it's like, okay, well, I have to see family, so family comes first. It is, but I'm hoping one day to at least go with the kids, even if it's like maybe I'm old granny and I pay for them and the kids and everybody to come. Even though it would be more expensive then than it would be now, but I just think financially I'll have more money in the bank maybe when I'm older instead of paying for all this school stuff. Like I would like to one day be on a cruise with the kids, but at the rate I'm going, they will have their own kids by the time I can afford to go cruising. Or maybe if my sales pick up. That's a big maybe. So far I haven't been that lucky, but maybe if my sales pick up, we'll I'll save $1 from every press on set I sell. Then maybe by the time by like X amount of years, I'll have enough money for a cruise. I have to see, I guess. See if I can play my cards right. Alright, I like it. We'll go with it. That is true. You never know. Maybe they will be the ones lucky enough to have flying cars. And then when they won't have to pay so much for vacations because they can just jump aboard their car and fly somewhere. That would be interesting. But no, that's what they're doing. They're at their trailer for the summer. the trailer park opens. I think it's May till October. And then for the winter months, they plan on having a vacation home in Florida too, but they plan on cruising most of the time. They already are like frequent cruisers. I think it's like 5 cruises a year they're going on, and I'm living vicariously through their pictures. That's not stalking, right? That. Oh wait. So I don't like that. Stay there. Think we'll clear that. Really? Yeah, I can. But the funny thing is, I don't understand. Like, I know there's people that live in trailers all year round, and I don't know if it's like different from America versus like the trailer parks I see up here that are open only 6 months out of the year. But like my friend's trailer park, it's $7,000 a year, and I'm like, wow, like just to be at that trailer park, and I'm like, I don't have money for that. So I guess in those ones, there's not very many like homeless people, but I would assume like somewhere maybe like where where living would be a little more cheaper. There would be a lot more homeless people in those areas because obviously they were affording something there that was cheaper before, but now can't. But I try not to assume because you never know. That's the thing. Like I find with Florida, like a lot of people complain about the people that the Canadian people that fly there, the winter birds, and stay there for the summer and then disappear. They're like, some people are not a fan of it, fond of it. I don't know what the word is, but like, I would semi be a. This is true, but I believe they also pay water and gas. I think it's like septic or and trash they have to pay for too on top of that. But I guess yeah, it could be cheaper. The problem is it's only open 6 months out of the year. Most of the parks up here, like even the provincial parks, like for me to go like trailer or tent camping, like there are some spots that are open all year round. But um, I lost my train of thought. Paying that chin. Uh, they are cheaper, but even like when I go camping in the summer, like you're only allowed to camp like a certain number of days, and then you have to um, go back and like go again because they want to like leave the opportunity open to many people. So like you're kind of capped on how long you can go. Like last year, I think we were allowed 4 days in a row, and now they're saying this year to accommodate more people, you can only rent the provincial park for 4 days. Oh, sorry, 3 days this year. Last year was 4 days. So it's like you're kind of capped on how long. But mind you, it was like I went for 3 days last year at $200 for my what 2 tents. Yeah, that's like they had they just bought friends of ours just bought the trailer. So I think their trailer was 50,000 on top of the 7,000 for the yearly. Like I always thought that I don't know. I guess I was naive or something, but I always thought that you just it was like $60 nights or something like that, just like you do when you go camping. But then when I heard like $7,000 for the year and trash fee and this fee, I was like, "Oh, why am I paying rent in for my house? Then paying another rent to live somewhere else for weekends." Like, sure, I guess if you work from home, you can, you know, work more, but it's like pretty pricey. Well, see, that's the thing. Here, the minimum wage went up to $15. And ever since it went up to $15, because all these employers now have to pay minimum wage of $15, the food price, the gas price, the everything price has gone up. And we're nowhere ahead than we were before the wages went up. But minimum wage here, I believe, is $15 an hour now. Which is hilarious because running my daycare, I was only making $35 a day. So that was pretty pricey. I wanted to go around in black first, I think. Oh wow. The minimum wage is 7.15 there. But what is the if you don't mind me asking, what is like the minimum, like the rent rate, like for somebody having to rent a place there? 'Cause like here minimum wage is 15, but if you want to rent like a 2 bedroom place, you're looking at $2,400 a month. Oh wow. That's such a big raise. You guys can all go to the bar. I wouldn't call that a raise, but yeah, I'm gonna cure that one first before I do the other one. Yeah, that's the cheapest you can find, and literally that $2,400 is maybe 700 square feet, including your kitchen, your two bedrooms, and your bathroom and living room. Yeah, this is 700 square feet, and also a bad area, and that's like the cheapest you're gonna get it. Absolutely. Now, mind you, nice good area. You're looking at almost the same kind of, well, maybe a little bigger even place. You're looking at almost 3,000 a month minimum. Like, who can afford that? Absolutely. Like, the housing market, the renting market, they're out to lunch. Not necessarily in a good way. Yeah, we'll cure that. Yeah, but if you move and rent out your house, where are all your chickadees gonna go? I'm assuming for all those chickadees, you need a nice chunk of land. And assuming you need a nice, pretty chunk. That's why I keep telling my husband, things keep going the way they are. I'm moving back east. Rent there is a little cheaper. A little cheaper. Actually, it's like a third of what is here. So it's like, wow, be living a lot better. Couple acres is better than what we have for a backyard. We have enough. I think our backyard is 24 feet, if that. And that's like a square box, 24 by 24. We don't have much at all. We have enough to let the dogs out, as I say. Okay, let's cure this eyebrow before we mess it up. Because I know I will. Like, let's cure before we try to match it. Thank you. I am liking him. I am. He's growing on me. I was kind of hoping to get even more detail on him, but clearly that is not an option. He's a big boy, and that's even though that's a big nail. It's not the biggest nail because I made them Michaela's size, so that way if she wanted to wear them, she could. So you know, it's a size 3, obviously. 0 would give me more space, but eh, rather make them just in case she wanted to wear a set. If I decide, like, oh, okay, I displayed them long enough, now she can wear them. A little greedy at just displaying them right now. But I'm sure if she wore them to school, many people would have things to say. They'd all be like, "Oh, look at your nails." Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I have a few uh people at the grocery store that when they see my nails, they're like, "Oh, wow." They say, "Oh, I like your nails. Who did them?" And I'm like, me." And it still seems weird to say, me." You know what I'm saying? Oh well, I mean, just since you're okay. So, do we like the eyebrow so far? Now here's the tricky part. More on that side. Ugh, can we match it? I don't know. You keep freezing. I'm hoping it's not me. I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping because I don't, you know, I like chit chatting with you. So I hope you're not freezing. I hope you're not losing power or nothing. But I hope it's not me. Same time because oh, I hope it's not your internet. Because as far as I know, I could be wrong. But I swore I heard Ramon say tonight he's. Okay, I think we got the eyebrows looking okay. Okay. Uh yeah, that's the thing. My internet right now. There's 4 people on the internet. Thankfully, our internet's actually half decent, so I don't have to worry about it. But you know, that's what happens when your husband's in IT, right? He has to know what's good and what's not, and he has to have his stuff running good. Okay. Which way is in there. I don't want to. He's definitely looking interesting. Here, this little here, and detail it up a little bit. Okay, let's cure that. See, that's the thing. We've had thunder and lightning all day. That I've been like, I was like, oh my gosh! I said I was going to stream today because I wasn't feeling it Monday, Tuesday, and I haven't streamed. I was like, oh, I got to stream today, and I was like, oh my goodness, we have pure thunder and lightning, pure thunder and lightning all day, and I'm like, last time we lost power, the sun was shining out of the sky, there was no wind, it was perfect day, and every time that we have any little bit of weather, we lose power. So I was like, should I stream today? And luckily, knock on some wood, I've been doing good today. We haven't had a power outage. So I'll take it. He is turning into be my favorite one so far of the set. Because he's the only one so far. But I think it was a good idea to go with the gray background. I think it's making him pop. I think we did okay. I forgot to ask you, J Rob, what is on the menu for tonight? I'm doing some chicken, veg, and rice. Simple meal tonight. Just because I was afraid with all the thunder and lightning of power going out. Decided I'm gonna do that instead. Ooh, Wendy. I don't know if you're like me, but if I go to Wendy's, I most definitely have to have a frosty. I can't not have a frosty. That can't happen. Too big of a line. Oh, that's a nice deal. I don't even think we have that kind of deal here, to be honest. I think ours is like trying to think. Most of the time, I just buy the frosty separate, but the frosties is only like $2. So it's like the small is 99 cents. I get the kids the small, but I want the large for myself. I'm a bit of a pig. I think we're gonna go with that here. But like even like a family meal, which comes with this two small uh burgers, it's like I think $50 now. I think it's two Dave singles and two kid burgers, like two kids fries, two adult fries, one two kids drinks and two adult drinks, $50. And that's like the cheapest one you can get. We have deals like that for Dairy Queen. We can get like um what's it called? Uh $8 for a burger, fries, and um a sundae, but you can pay 99 cents and upgrade it to Blizzard. I was like, what the heck are those things called? I keep thinking Frosties in my head. Blizzards. That's like the only one that we have like deals on for food and but mind you, I haven't even tried their breakfast since they came out with breakfast Wendy's either. I have thought about it. Just didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking this guy's process. Triple. Okay. Wrong with that. Ooh, that sounds good. I haven't tried the breakfast yet. Maybe one day. Buford, believe it or not, there's a gas station. Hey, I do have to send my husband out for Pepsi. Do I make him go get me cheese curds for snack? I had cheese curds for snack in a while. Yeah, the gas station here sells cheese curds by the bag for like $6. They do the regular cheese curd and then they do one that's uh pepper flavored cheese curds. I think I might need both. I think I'll give him no option. I sent him to get me my Pepsi. Tell him, go get me cheese curds. Well, that's like I don't know if you have guys have A&W anywhere down there, or if you've had it. That's like their A&W. I love their onion ring. Like the ratio to onion to the dough, so good. You're calling it squeaky cheese. Oh yeah, you don't like onion. That's right. So you wouldn't like it regardless, but there's certain places that don't make onion rings. I love onion. Ask my kids. They have it. They have no choice. Everything comes with onion. Everything comes with onion. Like every meal I make has onion in it. And it's funny because a lot of people in the family are the same way. They don't like onion, and they're like, "Ew, can you cut it smaller? If as long as I don't see it, I'm fine." And I'm like, "Nope. I rather use real onion than onion powder in my seasoning flavor things." And the funny thing is, the kids themselves used to always complain too. Oh, you guys have an A&W? Okay. Or sorry, had. But yeah, the kids, they were always like, "Ew, onions." Now, when I make my homemade burgers, they're the first to ask, "Are you making crispy onions?" Sometimes I feel the need to tell them, "Nope, not making it for you." Getting more Bowser on than I thought I would. This is kind of cool. He's coming out of the box a bit. Need to let's try to more. Oh, dog! Thanks for the heart attack. That's where she gets playing with her bone again. Almost like Ray playing Ramon playing that jump scare one the other day. Oh boy, got me a couple times. I'll tell you. Got me a couple times. I know. I want to actually find that game. I almost want to play it, but I know I'll get frustrated trying walking around in circles and be like, I give up. Maybe I can convince Ramon to play it for me again. Play it for us again, please. I like how authentic the very first scare was for him. Oh boy. Like I think he almost jumped out of his seat. You turn your volume down after the first right? But then if you're looking, you'll still get the jump scare. You might not hear it, but you'll see it. But those definitely was like, whoa. A little wonky. But it's okay. But yeah, I enjoy that. I think tonight he's supposed to be playing Mario. I'm wondering which one he's playing. Like old school Mario, N64 Mario, Super Mario 3. Trying to name them all, can't remember them all. But I'm interested to see what he's playing tonight. But how fitting. I'm making Bowser and he's playing Mario. Unless he's changed his mind, but how fitting is that? It's a Mario day. But I am curious to. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming out, but I know it's April. I can tell you that much. I know it's supposed to be out for April. I'm kind of hoping. I could be wrong, but I am kind of hoping it is around drive-in time. I would like to see that one in the drive-in. I think that'd be nice with the big. But I could be wrong. I do this up a little way because I didn't like how here always has to be something. Okay, let's try putting that. Oh, you missed the stream. Oh, did you miss right from the beginning? Well, of course, if you missed it, obviously it was the beginning. Duh. Uh, so Tracy was at the hospital, sitting outside the chapel, doing her stream because you know how her sister had to get the thing done, and she needed someone to drive. So supposedly they went to take her yesterday, but she was still full, put it nicely, so they had to bring her back today to do the procedure again. Yeah. So she was. That's why she was at the hospital. She was waiting for her to be done because she was supposed to get it done yesterday. But when they went to go do it, they told her that she was, as Tracy said on the stream, full of crap. But she always knew she was. Gotta love the sisterly love. Oh, it made me laugh so hard. That's why everyone was. Oh my goodness! If you watch it back, you will die laughing. And the funny thing is, someone made a comment that because she's sitting in front of the chapel is because Karen was gonna get married. So it was funny. It's interesting that because the boys are gone, that she still made the stream even though she was busy. Yeah. Mhm. I don't I feel completely terrible for her because uh my my mom just recently went through that, and she shows me like what looks like a vinegar bottle when I buy my vinegar, and she's like, I have to drink all this in X amount of hours, and I was like, good luck. And then she kept telling me, oh my god, I woke up so many times to have to go to the bathroom, and I was like, well, good luck. Don't tell me about it. I don't ever want to do it. Please, please do not tell me. I do not want to do. I know eventually I'll have to, but until then, until then, nope. Yeah, she was like, it's chalky, it's gross, and like you can't bring it back, but you gotta drink it in X amount of hours. And then before then, she had some pills that she had to take or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. Right? That's why I'm dreading. Like, no, I don't want to go through that. Like at that point, I might need to borrow a family member's cologne. The puppy might be on a dump spree. 'Cause, oh man, I don't know if I could make it from like I don't know how the people do it because I don't know if I can make it from lying down to sitting up to the bathroom before the accident happened. Like, no, that process, no. Right? Yeah, exactly. Because like I think as soon as I sit up, it's over. As soon as I get from lying down to sit up, that function's gone. Sad to say it, but it's true. Like I don't think that function will work like that for me. Now I'm sure for others it might, but personally for me, I don't think that would work. I think I might have made that a little too long. But now after seeing her go through it, I was like, mm. And then they're like, eventually you'll have to do it. I was like, yeah, let's leave that to the eventually side of things, okay? There's just certain things in life I don't want to do. That's like I told them, like, if you're gonna put a camera in me, you better knock me out. Because I guarantee you it's not gonna go over well. And that wouldn't be by choice. I will involuntarily, however you say that word, it would just happen. It would not be by choice. It would be accidental. Yes, I am right there with your husband. I would literally have to. While my husband was at work, I'd literally call her crying. I'd be like, the kids just vomited all over the floor, and I can't pick it up. like I'm going to make a bigger mess. And he'd be like, "Well, babe, I'm not gonna be home for like another 8 hours. Like, you're gonna have to do something about it." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll try in a half an hour." And then I'd turn around, and the dogs would have already gotten it, and I would have been like, I was like, "Well, oops, sorry, dogs, but you kind of did me a favor." And I tell my husband, he's like, "Babe, you can't do that." And I'm like, "Well, they got it before I got it. They would have gotten a bigger mess at the end of it." But it's just one of those things. Like I cannot do it. Mm-mm. Like even when I was pregnant, my husband would laugh because I can't hear, smell, or hear, smell, or see. So literally, I'd plug my eyes, plug my nose, and plug my ears, plug my nose, and close my eyes, and he'd have to like escort me places if like because when we were taking public transit, someone decided to puke all over the bus, and I was like, get me out of here before I add to the pile. Like, let's go, please, now. Like, we are not stopping past go. We're not collecting $100. Let's go. And there's about right. That might be a little too much on here now. But I am looking forward to the stream tonight to see what he's playing. And I am looking forward to actually seeing that game event, the movie. Out. I just know it's April. I don't know when in April. I just know. But I have the urge to hold my breath when I make certain lines. I think we'll cure that. The worst, honestly, I get it. Some people, they can do it. I totally get it. Me, on the other hand, like even my husband, because he doesn't throw up, he gags and gags. And it sounds like he's having like the worst explosion vomit in the world and nothing's coming out of his mouth. And I have to tell him like I am leaving the room, I'm leaving the building. Like I am done. Do not call me. I am I've gotten better to the point that I don't just like thinking about it doesn't get me. It's just I have to hear, smell, or see it. Then it's over. Like even the other day, like normally I'm the one that picks up all the dog poop and stuff, so like it doesn't bother me as much, except when they have really runny ones. But the other day, just picking up a normal hard one, I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. I quit. I was like, I quit. Like I'm not doing it. It's one of those things where you're like, like, and then there was something. Oh, I was taking out the compost bin because it was supposed to go out. And I guess we hadn't been using the compost during the week that much, so like, it sat there for a couple days. Yeah, when I pulled that one out, right away. Explosion vomit coming right out of my mouth instantly. I run to the garbage. My husband's like, I thought you were getting the recycling all this ready to go out. I was like, yeah, compost is there on the counter. It's also coming out of my mouth. I was like, I can't do this. Yeah. I am missing a color that I know I took out. Oh. I like lose my brains? I guess I did. But no, you can ask my husband. I am the worst for it. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Some things in life I can't do. That's just one of them. Like, I love the fact that my kids knew how bad it made me sick, that they knew that they had to try their best to make the toilet every time. Thank you. Thank you. A million thank yous. Like, even now, they know they're gonna be sick when they've made a mess. Your best option of all that you have, is to call your dad. And it's kind of great they know that. Yeah, I think full bottom yellow and then gold. I think that's Oh my goodness, yep. Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, my kids did that to me. It was the most epically gross thing. Like I ended up like exorcist vomiting from that. And then the hubby would come home from work. Oh, and I'd be like, "Oh, she just had a bottle. Don't bounce her." And you know what would happen? Nothing. Then I'd do it, and sure enough, the vomitron enters me. It was like she just wouldn't do it for her dad. No, 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 saving it all for me. I was like, "Yep, you do realize I'm the one that feeds you. I'm the one that changes your butt. Not that daddy wouldn't do it, he's just working. But hello, I'm the one that does everything for you. You're supposed to give him some karma, not just me." Ooh, I think this yellow is like perfect yellow for. Let's cure that. Right? Yeah, it was like literally saving it up for me. Not fair. Who invented this? We're pretty much on trend, like always. We're 2 hours and 43 minutes into the stream. And we're almost down to the point that we just have the outlining to do. Oh, why thank you. I tried my best to pick up colors, but like it sucks because my only options for colors Like it's funny. I thought I owned a lot of nail polish until you start doing art, and then you realize I don't really have a lot of colors. Like I didn't have browns, so I had to buy this kit that came with other browns. Oh no, this is how long it takes me anyways. Even if I wasn't chatting. Trust me, it's mostly the curing time that takes up all the time because I like, oh, I don't like this and I change this. I'm just trying to debate if I leave the darker shaded colors that I put around here or do I go black? I think I might go black. See, that's the problem. The decisions. Like he's such a detailed character that it's like I overthink him. That's I think what's causing. Well, he's right on time for the same way the other characters were, so he's not like even behind. But it's like you wonder how you're gonna execute some of the details. Like, is this gonna work? No. Is this gonna work? No. I know he was one of the main ones I should say I was worried about. Was most definitely one of the main ones I was worried about. But the way I looked at it, if I knocked him out and he turned out decent, let's say, I felt like maybe then um Bowser Jr. wouldn't be so hard. So I was like, but I don't want to do Bowser Jr. on a thumb, so he's not going to be next. I think I want to leave the thumb for Wario because he's another big character, even though I know it's mostly yellow. It's supposed to be more of like the chubbier character, so I thought maybe I should leave some of the thumb for him. But most definitely it makes it easier now to do on a smaller nail Bowser Jr., I think. I think it makes it a little easier, but I could be wrong. Just that he has so much. I want to sure get this detail in, but sometimes you gotta think only so big of a nail, you can only get so much detail in. Oh my goodness. He's definitely been a challenge. Yeah, that's what my husband said when he saw it at first. He was like, "Oh, now you have to redo Mario because why didn't you outline it?" And I was like, "Well, I never thought of outlining it at first. But the second one, I was like, oh, let's try it and see what happens." But I know he would have been better, but outlined. But I was like, I already talk coded him, and I'm like, technically, he's the first character I did on a stream, so kind of don't want to go back and fix them. Kind of like I want that imperfection so that way I can watch the growth. But it did turn out pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It was just that he was missing those outlines. That was the main problem with him. That's why I'm contemplating how I'm doing the lines on this one right now. Like, what do I want to outline on this one? Do I want to outline everything? But then if I don't outline everything, he could turn out to be a Mario of like the Mario of this set. So it's one of those things where like you're bouncing back and forth in your own head, going, am I doing this? Am I doing that? And then semi avoiding it. Semi avoiding it. The funny thing is now most of the yellow's gone. Oops. That's the way it has to be though. You know, I kind of like the yellow seeping through better. Yeah, that's my husband always keeps telling me, don't put them so close. Because then everyone can see the problem. And I'm like, well, that's okay. I don't actually mind that. Because, just shows that I'm only human like everybody else. But it does, I find if you don't do it close, you don't see all the details that go into the layering of the polish and stuff. Oh, you think close up is better? Well, I'll let him know that. He's the one that thinks close up isn't better. He keeps telling me, no, don't do that. I'm like, well, I don't care. He's like, well, they can see all the imperfections. I'm like, well, I'm human. Make mistakes. Here. Slime. I think we're ready to put the lines on him now. Well, I'm glad you liked him more close up. Just makes me win the argument. And we all know I like to win. I gotta win some, right? Can't win them all, but gotta win some. Try to come up a we'll see. A little more yellow. And then we'll go in for the outlining. All right, a little bit. I think that's cuter. Okay, cure. Mine always thinks he's right, even though I have the shirt that says I'm always right and you're always wrong. Ow. We are at the part where we outline. Oh my goodness. I'm actually pretty impressed with how he's turned out. Not going. But now I'm wondering if I outline, if the outline's going to start taking away from him. Should just add more to him, I would think, but I don't know. Guess we'll have to play with fire and see if we get burnt. Even though I really don't want to get burnt. That's part of it. Okay. When I start outlining it, I almost feel like it's a color book. No, do not fall off. This is not the time or the place to fall off. Stay on the nail, not pass go. This is the part where we hold our breath a little more. Doesn't help that this thing is so straight to lift. Okay, no, go help your husband. Hopefully, I will be still here. It all depends on how long it takes me to outline it. If not, I will see you in Ramones. And you can always watch back the ending. Most definitely see you in Ramones. Right now, I think I should cure this before I go any further and mess it up some. Are you going to the store now? You got the list there? You want to pick up some cheese curds? Add to the list. Thanks. Thank you much. I put milk there, right? On the list. Okay, the outline going okay, I think. See what this is like when it is done. We're just adding the final finishing touches, which just happen to be the outlining. To me, it's like making a coloring book. I hit my head off the camera. I just wish this nail wasn't coming loose. I think we're gonna have a horrible going down in a second. This all comes loose. Stay tied in. Okay. We oh, here. Okay, let's cure that much before we continue the outline. This will either make or break them, the outline will. But I feel if I don't do the outline, we're going to have the Mario case that happened last time. For anyone that missed last 2 weeks stream, there's these ones, which I should turn this way because I'm a nooblet. See, without the outline, with the outline. So much better. So we're going to go outline. Even though if this one turns out to be the opposite. But I doubt it. I think if everything goes okay, tomorrow we will be doing Wario. He's the yellow one, right? That's the one we'll be doing on the thumb, Wario. And then we'll do probably Bowser Jr. and Waluigi. They don't need. I want to keep the thumb for the bigger character. More fitting room for them. I know that does sound bad. Down the mountain comes. Many curvy lines. Don't like that. Gotta come in and fix that. That's the worst part of outlining. Not outlining correctly in my head. Oh, wait. I don't know why these songs are popping in my head. These are the things that happen to me. When left to my own devices. I will sing random nonsense. Might not be the best idea. Okay, in here. Goodness, why do I feel so shaky? Eh, why am I so shaky? Oof, okay, you know what? Cure that before we go any further. Before we create a natural disaster of epic proportion. I keep breathing and keep curing as we do each line, but I know I have to do this part because if I think I'm going to try and outline these teeth, oh boy, that's going to be the hard part. That's where some jankiness is going to happen. And that's not by choice. Not by all. You know why I'm so shaky? Because I haven't had my daily Pepsi. That's exactly why. I'm blaming that. Blaming it on the Pepsi. That's why I'm shaky. Haven't had my daily Pepsi. Say morning, pretty much supper time. But it's all good. Okay, let's go back to outlining. Oof. Okay. Deep inhale. And let's go. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay. You stay on, please, now. We don't want any of this nonsense happening. Not today, Satan. Not today. Okay, I feel like this is a mods class. No, this is outlining teeth. Okay, you know what? I feel like I got half of them done. I must cure or I mess it up. I think that's what we'll do. Cure, freeze, freeze. Oh, Lord of mercy. Might have to come back in with some white if I make black. We'll see. We'll see. And the snail just stay on its thing until I'm done for peanut butter's sake. Okay. Hope the snail stays on this thing long enough for me to get all this outlining done. That would be nice. Y'all know not everything works according to plan. Sometimes things have a mind of their own. I think I'm going to erase that one tooth. Try again. I think it covered up most of it. I want mostly white with a little outline. Okay. 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 Hmm. Come on. Oh, little peanuts. I don't even know what part of this I did. Oh my god. Run. This is where things go tragic. Hopefully. Too tragic. Okay. This is where everything that could go wrong just went wrong. So, we're going to put that in there. Full cure. Hopefully, we didn't mess up any of our lines. Oh, Lord. See? Everybody has problems. It happens to everybody. Then I need my orange stick. I have to try and remount this to finish it up. Go figure. This happens like that. Oh, longest 60 seconds of my life. Hey, it's not bad. When the second time this fell off this time, too shabby. It could have been worse. Probably would have been worse, to be honest. If I wasn't doing a main part, if I was doing outline, I might have just helped myself. 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. Can fix it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Speaking of Mamp, you know what really grinds my gears? Me and the hubby were talking about how we wanted to get a new microwave. But we said, eh, we'll get it later. We don't really need it right now. We have one that works. We just wanted to get one that does like the convection stuff too, like the air. They have like all the 4-in-1s nowadays. And lo and behold, last night went to go heat up leftovers for supper. And would you know what the hell broke? The microwave doesn't work. Now, all well and good when I say I want to get a new microwave. That's all well and good. Okay, that's me just making a statement. When the universe is making me buy said microwave, that on the other hand, not so good. Like, don't tell me what I got to do. Because I was saying it would be nice. Didn't mean that's what I wanted to do. But I guess Mother Nature or Golds like, eh, we heard you speak, so here you go. But it's like, that's not how I wanted to go about this. Okay. Come on, that's not what I wanted to do there. But come on, when in Rome, things happen. For some reason, my lines are some shaky today. Not that they aren't every day, especially today. Okay. I'm come in with paint. Okay, put that in the light for a minute. We are getting it done, which I think is crazy. That's a crazy in itself. I think Bowser has come a long way. And he's the first one of our second set of Mario characters. This has definitely been in fun stream. Almost at the end of it. Almost at the top coat part. But I know I can't. I think that's perfect. Here with a pen. Okay, let's cure that. And then we'll take a look at it, and then I think we are ready for top coat. Oh my goodness, did I just see the TC word? My goodness. Are we almost ready for TC top coat? Top coat. Yeah, I think we are. So what we'll first do, while we're getting ready for the top coat, is we're gonna put away our nail polish that we've had out. Because if we clean up while we're waiting for the thing to nuke, as I like to call it, then we'll have less work to do later when we're cleaning up. You're over here. Pretty said that it's like you almost don't even have to look to put your colors away because you've used them so many times that you know exactly where everything goes. It's like, oh, I know you go here. Boom. Oh, I know you go here. Boom. I don't know if anybody else has that, but I literally don't even have to look at it to know where it goes. Mind you, I literally only have what, maybe 50 colors of nail polish? You know what? I wonder how many I do have. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. There's 24 on this ring. And I believe this ring 50. So 75, I guess we'll say. Ballparking it. Well, ballpark it. I'm gonna come in. I just want to make a mess. I think there's not much we can do. We're done. Oh. Always like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But here I am trying to fix things again. Why? I'm a bit of a nut job. Okay, you know what? Let's just wipe it clean. And then we'll see if that's what we want. This one, I'm only going to touch up the ones that I need to touch up. How about that? Because if I try to touch them all up, making them. And the funny thing is, I only want one little part on this. You know what? Maybe just leave it the way it is. Stop trying so. You know what? I see another line I want to touch up. This is why we look over our work, folks, because you know what happens once the top coat goes on? You're stuck with whatever you did, whether or not you like it or not. Better make sure you like it. Okay. I think we are all outlined. So we are going into the Nuka, as I like to call it, for the second last time, but the last time before we top coat. Oh my goodness. We are at top coat time. Top coat time. That's always a great sign because that means you're pretty much at the end of the project. We just have to let this fully cure one time before we go in with our top coat, which I have already. It's already ready to go, ready to shine bright like a diamond. I almost want to wipe this up. I'm already getting ahead of myself, but we always know I don't do that until what? We put the top coat on. Because just in case when I pull it out, I see something I want to fix. Okay. Let's see. See anything we need to fix? I don't think so. I think this is as good as it's going to get. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's top coat time. We are going in for the top coat. Oh my goodness. And as you all know, or at least as I always tell you guys, I like to go a little heavy on my top coat, getting all the nooks and crannies. And then I'll take off whatever excess there is. Main thing is just to get all the nooks and crannies of all of the detailed art, make sure there's no bubbles. We don't want to be bubblicious, you know. Or maybe we. Okay. And then we look, make sure there's no bubbles, everything looks nice and evenly top coated. And into the nuker. Oh my gosh. Now we come in for the cleanup. Well, just like the start of the last one, which we won't have to go far this one. I might be ruining my drawing, but that's my funny little drawing. Haha. This is the beginning of our set. The same way we end stream, we start the stream pretty much. I know, I'm corny. What can I say? Well, this is the start of our set. We decided to go with the gray background. And we will have our first character done in a few minutes. And that, my friends, will be Bowser. It's the first of our second Mario set. I hope you've all been having fun and enjoying this process. I hope it's giving you some inspiration to get some artwork done and challenge yourself. Put yourself out there. Do it. Doesn't matter if it turns out what it turns out like. You've seen some of mine. Some of mine turn out pretty derpy looking. But I'm having fun doing it and I'm really enjoying all your company. I really enjoy the chit chatting while doing nails. Sometimes we just need a little chit chat in our day. Someone to make us feel like everything is okay. Even though some days we're not okay, and it's okay to not be okay. To think we are done the first one as our set. It's going to be coming out in a few minutes, and that is Bowser. Next, I think we're going to be doing. Is it Waluigi's the purple guy? Wario is the yellow guy, so Wario. I think it's the next one we're doing. Are we ready for the grandest reveal of today's project of Bowser? We have about 50 seconds left before the grand reveal. Piece de resistance. The final of this stream of the day. the reveal. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed doing Bowser. I was actually very intimidated to do Bowser, but kind of glad I started with him. But does that mean the rest of the set is gonna be easy, or does that mean I'm gonna have a peach in this episode where things are gonna get out of the way? But we will find out, won't we? And here's the grand reveal, everybody. This is what Bowser looks like. We got the Bowser done. I think he turned out to be pretty cute for our first character, which, speaking of that, I think we might have to add a little more top coat because I'm seeing a little bumpy in his teeth. Hello, Ramon. We did Bowser today. We literally just finished him. I think I'm gonna put another top coat on him because there's a little bumpy bump there that I'm not liking. Well, we'll see. But we decided to go with the gray background this time, and we got the first one done, Bowser, which was the one I was most intimidated by. So that is interesting. I fit a lot of them on compared to what I thought I was going to fit on. But I guess that's why we did them on a thumb and not a pinky. Because I can imagine that would have been a disaster on a pinky. Oh my, what would we fit in? Just his nose? Like, if you look equivalent wise, we would have just fit his nose on there. But I think he turned out pretty good. Definitely my outlining is getting a little better. Practice makes perfect. Well, everybody, I guess that's the end of today's stream. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening and hit up whatever streams you want to hit up and make sure you have a good ending to your night. And remember to always stay positive. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow I will be going live, same time, 3 p.m. EST, 12 p.m. PST. Hopefully I got those right. I'm EST, so 3 p.m. at my time, guaranteed. Time conversion's not the greatest at, but we will probably be doing Wario tomorrow. He's the yellow guy. Gotta double check my names, but the yellow guy will be done tomorrow if everything goes as planned. Fingers crossed. Well, everybody have a positive day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.